Flying a Midgie's dick from the ground? Check. Sexy elliptical wings and a very smooth looking fuselage? Check. Travelling at very high speeds? Check. Today we must be in the de Havilland Mosquito. So here we are. This is Warfare Messiah. Welcome back to the next battle report, which I believe I hope you've been keeping better count than me. I think it's number 5. We'll call it number 5. Battle report episode 5. And today we're going to kick ass with a flying tree. Okay, so I tried to stay under the radar. I flew as low to the ground as possible to, well, avoid anti-air and potentially fighters as well. So I'm just here at the enemy harbour now. So I open up my bomb bays and I get ready to drop the load. I'm carrying 2 500s. I could be carrying rockets, but well, who wants to mount rockets on a Mosquito when you have bombs? So bombs away, pull up to avoid the explosion, and I wipe them all out. So there's just bits and bobs of AA around the harbour that I decide to shoot with my main armament on the front. So I take him out, don't have to worry about the convergence, thank goodness, because the guns are on the nose. And my squad mate, Trob, is coming in from the rear now, and he's going to bomb the same group of targets I just did. And we're going to basically share the anti-air fire and try and take out as many as we can between us. So if there's more guns shooting at him, there's less shooting at me. So that's good. We want that. We want Tyler to get shot, not me. So we just keep farming is what we call it. We just keep farming the guns, taking them out one by one, and then an unwanted guest arrives. Yes, it's an HE-219 German heavy fighter, and he's going for Trob, my squad mate. So I leap into action and jump on the tail of this felon, but he has very high energy, and my engines, as you can see, are damaged from taking anti-air fire. And I probably shouldn't have pulled up, really. I get a few hits there, but this leaves me vulnerable, so I've got to get the nose of the plane down as quickly as possible, because I'm going very slowly. I'm vulnerable to enemy fighters and anti-air fire. And he had the perfect opportunity to go on my tail there, because I screwed up, and he decided to go for the faster Trob, who was actually going faster. And he pulls right in front of me again, allowing me to jump on his tail, so I just jump straight in action. I get a few good shots away, but they're actually, a lot of them aren't doing much damage. I'm getting hits, but he keeps flying.
If any of you are sweaty bitches and move in front of an ally to steal their kill, leave my channel, you're unwanted.
Alright, so while I can't shoot past this stupid Hellcat, my enemy takes out my squad mate because I was unable to save him because of this dumb Hellcat. But he banks, so I get a shot at him, and I am able to avenge my squad mate. But if it wasn't for that Hellcat trying to steal my kill, I might have been able to save my friend. So, very frustrating, but, well, I'm sure you've encountered a lot of players like that. Okay, so I need somewhere to land, but the Royal Marines still haven't taken this bloody airfield. So I move in and take what can only be described as the worst ground strafing attack I think I've ever seen in my life. But I can't swoop round back to get him because I've got an enemy on my tail. And I'm pretty certain I heard 50 cals of freedom there, and there we go, there is an enemy P-47 overshot. So just as I get on his tail to engage, I am destroyed by an enemy BF-109, and that is the battle. Now, okay, I know battle report on War Thunder isn't really complete without a bit of a spicy landing, so I've taken you to another battle because obviously I didn't get to land the last one. So I've just got strafed 15 ground units, at the main enemy base and got an assist on destroying one of the Russian bases. And I'm on my way home. I've taken minor damage from it, nothing much to worry about. I'll be there shortly. And that's when everything goes pear-shaped. An enemy fighter has uncovered me. So I decide, since I've got a powerful armament, to go in front on and hopefully get a kill before I have to end up in a turn fight. Unfortunately, I forgot I'd run out of cannon ammo on the ground units. I only had 7.7s, but luckily enemy fighter chickened out, or else that would have been my demise. And now he's on my tail, shooting the merry hell out of me, as you can see. So the only defense I can think of is to fly over my allied ships and hope the friendly flak takes him out. So I go over friendly guns, I turn round, and they've chased him away. This, however, is not the end of my toil, as after this disaster strikes. Engine number 1 cuts out, and I'm in big trouble now because the Mosquito is very lightweight and has very powerful engines with large blades, which normally is a very good thing. But when you've only got one engine, it means that often the engine that's operational will push you round in circles and could initiate a flat spin. So I have to be very careful to keep the plane in the air. I have to keep my speed up high, or else I'll get into a flat spin. And when I do come to land, I'm going to have to go from pretty much top speed to landing speed instantly, which is going to be incredibly hard. And as I'm approaching the base, my right engine starts to push me around to the left. So I have to keep using the ailerons to keep me going straight, or else I'm going to end up in a flat spin. And I don't think I'm going to make it back. My engine keeps pushing me around to one side. I'm having to slow my plane down in order to adjust to make it level. And the more I slow my plane down, sorry guys, the more likely it is I'm going to end up in a flat spin. So I begin to approach the airfield, and I'm not in a very good way. I know I'm going to have to gain some altitude somehow, but I think if I pull up, I'll lose speed, and, well, as I've said a million times, end up in a flat spin. So I'm going at quite a significant pace just to try and keep it the air. Well, for one engine I'm going at 160, which is a bit high for landing. 160 miles an hour, so I put my nose up because I know I have to. I have no other choice. I take the risk, but because I put it up at such a small angle, I don't end up in a flat spin. I can feel my engine pushing me around to one side, but it's not the end of the world. Now, I'm on the wrong angle and at the wrong speed to land, so not really the best. But anyway, gear down. It is likely I was going to go off the end. So gear down, landing flaps down, desperate bit to slow down, and I hit the ground pretty hard there, as you can see, but well, I really didn't have another choice. If I throttled up, my plane would have just span around, and I somehow make it home in one piece. But my tail gear's gone, my flaps are damaged, my tail's damaged, my everything is damaged basically, and I've got quite a long repair. So after this I take off, bomb a base, and we win the game. Rule Britannia and God save the King. So this is Warfare Messiah. I'll see you in the next video.